ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airwaves. Keep sitting hunting like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airwaves. Keep sitting hunting like every single day. RPX. Yeah, just the RPX where you survive at. But you're like a surgeon with a scalpel, mixed with the tips that too. Also the spiritual and even the physical. The way she break it down, you always keep it fair and also critical. Everything is clear, ain't no need for subliminals. Growth is essential. The love is not rental. You might be perplexed, but it's so simple. If you wanna know how you can interact, just hit the IG or the Glock or where it at. So come get involved. It don't even cost. Just hit the DM if you need to talk. So all my good people out there, stay blessed and make sure you tune in to the RPX. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sitting hunting like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sitting hunting like every single day. RPX.
Chill, chill,
Chill, chill, chill, chill.
Yo, Took was playing that ish.
Yeah,
I was giving this chair some business.
Yeah, he was in his bag real fast, like that.
I don't know if I was. Yeah, it was a bag situation.
It's all up.
You're tuned into the X Radio here on Glocka, where you can find us every Thursday night, 6 p.m. or thereabouts. And, you know, we are on YouTube Live right now. You can go ahead to YouTube and search Glockaware. And you know what? I also started my own YouTube station.
Oh.
So you're going to have to search the RPX, click
The RPX.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Is all the episodes of the X Radio. And, you know, I'll be adding some other stuff as well.
Yeah,
but I just wanted one
yesterday.
collective place for the situation.
Yeah. I was checking it out last night.
What's up, Cognac?
Nothing. Me. I'm up.
I like those glasses.
Oh, thank you. I can see you.
Yeah, they're super fun. They're super fun.
Thank you. Shout out to cousin Kaisha Neal with the shady.
Yeah, I need to get with cousin.
Cousin, bring us some glasses, cousin. You're
Come
around
on.
the corner, cousin.
Come on through, cousin.
Cousin Kaisha, come on, bring the glasses.
I love glasses.
Bring the eyewear.
I love them. And it's that time of year. I mean, I wear them all year round. My whole thing is, my favorite thing is, I need something light enough that I can wear indoors.
Right. Yep.
That's my whole, of course, during the day, it's sunny out, I'm outside with whatever,
Yeah,
but
plus I need to see you.
I like to wear them indoors as well, and inside events and things like that, so it's key to have that, you know, appropriate light filtration.
Yes.
Oh, man. So, what's been up with you?
Chilling. Doing the motherhood thing. Mommy duties.
There you go.
Shout out to my children.
You know, it never ends.
It doesn't.
You think they grow up and you move on to different things, which you do, but you're still always a parent. So you always have that, you know, you care for your children thing going on.
So we're preparing for graduation. We got a graduation coming up. Finally going to get her.
That's where Took was supposed to insert clap here.
Yeah, she's about to get her just due, receive that degree. I'm ready. I'm ready to do my cartwheel.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Safety first.
Yep. My brother catch me. You got me, little bro? My brother got it.
Safety first is...
My mom might even catch me. I don't know.
Listen, now that's a good John.
Yeah.
That's a real good John.
Your mom been cutting up lately. Shout out to my mom, Mom Dukes.
My mom called me the other day, and she said, you know, it's awful loud where you're at. Now, I was here, right?
I was about to
And
say
they
where
don't
you
call
at.
very often, so I was like, let me answer.
Right.
It's awful loud where you're at. I guess I'll talk to you later. I'm like, well, did you call for anything? She says, no, just calling.
Right.
All right, then.
Yeah.
So we can talk later? Well, I guess so, because it's really loud there. Like, how many times are you going to say
Right.
that?
Yeah.
I know, I'm
Exactly.
very aware of it's loud.
Mhm.
I know where I am. I got this whole,
This whole situation,
I got
Mom.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, I watched the episode. I call her back later. She said, I watched the episode. I see you had your sister on there. She didn't say much.
Oh.
I
She
said,
was
well,
like-
I mean, it's not like she was really headlining or
Right.
anything, you know.
She had some inserts. She was
Yeah,
very good conversation.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
it was appropriate,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks,
She
Mom.
tuned in.
Thanks for the support, Mom.
Right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, mom.
Even if you're, you know, just curious.
Yeah. Yeah, please don't sign my mom up for any social media and all that kind of stuff. Just,
Why not?
my mom,
Does she have it
see,
at all?
No, not at all. She don't like that Facebook-ish, as she calls it. But she's always, show me pictures. Let me see
Yeah.
let me see your page.
And that's why my mom has it. She likes to
Yeah.
watch everybody.
Yeah,
Did you see what your... No, I don't follow them. Did you see... No, I didn't, because I don't...
Yeah.
No, I don't do that. I post what I post about
Right.
my situations, which
Right.
is really just the show and any community efforts. Other than that, I don't do Facebook.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's a whole big, like, social experiment, you know?
But
What are they doing? It's so you can just peek in, and people overshare so much, you know.
Oh, man,
It becomes an addiction. It's reality TV for other people.
Exactly. And you know what? I need people to understand this. I received a text this morning that could have went left or right.
Gosh, your glasses are so cute. Keep it going.
Thank you. I'm cute. Did I hear something?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing a Cousin Warren.
Sorry, go ahead. Do you remember? I hope you remember.
Yeah, I do remember.
Okay.
I do remember. And it's back to those rumors. I am the horse's mouth. So, you know what I mean? I don't indulge. First of all, you don't know what people are going through or what is that? Be sensitive to the content in which you text.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because he was about to meet Miss H.
Yo.
Yeah.
Shorty Wop came back from the dead the other day.
Mm-hmm. See what I mean? See, you know?
Shorty made an appearance to the RPX in real life.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah. So, and you know that anybody that knows me, I mean, really knows me, know that I'm a mother first.
Mm-hmm.
And so the text was about one of my children. So, you know, the calm, cool, the boss lady.
Yeah.
She shut it down.
That one.
I think you should just
She said,
wait.
She said, hey. Hey, you.
Yeah.
I got something for your ass.
Exactly. So.
And you're going to hear me out.
Right. That's definitely little Linda. So she suggested that I'm a chill for now, but you know I'm going to get them in the morning because it's inappropriate, first of all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So be mindful. You don't know what people are going through.
And even, you know, sometimes people think they're being helpful, and they don't really know the whole story.
Well,
so now there's other stuff.
Well, guess what? I'm going
complications
to show.
because
I'm going
of
to show you the text later, and you let me. Yeah.
She said, "You let me know what you think."
Yeah. So, it's not going to be good. Now, shout out to Mastery Charter School. I'm on your ass. How about that? Let's put it that way. I'm on your ass. Yeah.
We are super friendly.
I am. I very much.
But we also deal in duality, so occasionally.
Oh, hey, sister.
Occasionally, you know, the dragon comes out. But we do our best to still keep it in check.
Yeah,
we deliver the message very fiercely.
Please keep Miss H under lock and key. Do not let her out. Ramadan is coming, so let me just chill.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I need Ramadan.
Please chill.
Chill. Oh yeah, he's coming tonight too. I don't know why my grandson is so hyped to get to my house, but chill, grandson.
He needs to come get some chill. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, I need grandson to chill. He's been calling me all day.
My mom.
Yes, my mom. Yes. My mom. Yeah. Chill, my mom.
Chill.
Yeah, I'm missing though. He's gonna come and get out, grandson. One day and out. One and out.
Listen, you know what? I think I remember my grandmother, right? She would always be she would take us all, right?
Right.
And then she would be so irritated that she did that. And then she's like, y'all, if y'all can't act right, you're not coming back next week. You're not coming back here again.
Well, you know what my grandma.
But every week we was back there.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I was about to
come
say.
on, Nana. You had to do better than that. We
Right.
caught on after a while.
And my paternal grandmother used to tell my dad she's an evil little girl.
Yo.
Wasn't evil.
All the time.
It was like 1,000 cousins at grandma's
My
house.
mom said that would tell people, and my little cousin believed her. I had an evil twin. And she just reversed my first name, and that was my evil twin's first name.
Yeah.
It was so bad that my cousin, she was 7 years younger than me, and she really believed. So like, I got another cousin. When can I meet her?
Right.
Yeah, Mom, why you do me like that?
Yeah. It's like, hey.
What's up?
What's going on? Coming in, get comfortable. Come on over here.
We
Oh, you gonna get a little comfortable first?
yeah, get yourself together.
Yeah, do what you do.
Special guest DJ Too Tough just walked in the building.
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna do? Actually, Took, if you could spin a track, we'll be right back. Get ourselves together here on the X Radio
we'll
here on
be right
Glockaware.
back. Hold on, where we at? Okay, 2. Thank you.
Slide through in the drop with a shooter, and I'm shooting my shot. Pop me, just throwing my pop. Looking at it, you gon' do it or not? Spinning, niggas mad 'cause we winning. Washed up like Derek Coleman, and I'm looking like Simmons. Don't care who I'm offending. If I don't like you, I'm no longer pretending. Hatred. Now I'm their favorite. And respect my hand. Then they come in and shake it. Showing off. They don't know how to take it. Look at me. Feeling like Sim. No time for no basics. Bomber. I'm just doing my bop. Just doing my bop. I'm just doing my bop. Just doing my bop. I do this shit for attention. I want the likes and the mention. Shut up, bitch, pay attention. Look at me. Could be dead or in jail. I'm alive and I'm free. So know who you running with. Glockaware. Know that we run this shit. We not them niggas you running with. We making them sick. I don't think they can stomach it. I'm just doing my bop. Just doing my bop. I'm just doing my bop. Just doing my bop. I'm just doing my bop. Just doing my bop. I'm just doing my bop. Just doing my bop.
Something radical. You know my flow too radical. I got the city hysterical. I got the streets hysterical.
Thirsty about it, you heard me.
215 in.
When I rap Philly
You
though.
can tell how I'm leaning.
When I rap Philly
Get
though.
pop, nobody seen it.
When I rap Philly though. Thirsty about it, you heard me.
215 in.
When I rap Philly
You
though.
can tell how I'm leaning.
When I rap Philly though.
Top and I mean it.
When I rap Philly though. Thirsty about it, you heard me.
215 in.
When I rap Philly
I'm the
though.
son and I mean it.
When I rap Philly
I'm the
though.
one 'cause they need it. The Philly
When I rap
body's
Philly
remix. And we them back block runners. Can't stop, we won't stop, we young gunners. What you want from us? Better take it in blood. Make us come through there and they be scraping you up. No faking with us. You better fall back, Aki. Tan Dicky on with the beef and broccoli. Headed to the poppies, get me a platter. Shots to your bladder, sing it to the after. See the way I done it and did it. And if they want it, I'm with it. Let's get jiggy with it. Feel like I'm Willie. Now they screaming, son of the city. You know I'm running the city like this. Right, bro, pop me a Willie. Slide up, be in there, grab me a steak. Extra mayo and don't forget the SBK. Course strong, Philly boy, the force is with me. My boys is with me. And you don't want no problem with us. Got what it takes to rock the mic right. My flow, my dough right. They mad, that's all right. Can do this all night. Tell them spin this joint. Philly soul brother number one, I'm in this joint. And I got what it takes to rep the streets right. To shine like street lights. She grinding it right. We sliding too nice. She wanna be my joint. Got a Thanksgiving turkey. Might eat that joint, please. Don't sweat the technique. If they ever wanna beat, the tech is in reach. South P to Northeast. I'm the underground king to hand me my trophy. Boy, please, far as uptown go, should've told them. Dudes had a run, but they just ain't son. Hey, yo, the bars hit different. My chick drip different. They rap about them things we done. We live with it, big difference. Plus, I don't do much. Spark a Dutch, stand tall, or we fold you up. I ain't even gonna hold you up. Ain't a place around the globe get cold as us. They know what's up. Now that I gave you the tips, go home, practice it quick. Find yourself in some big boy ish. Hey, yo, Broad Street bullies, South Street shooters. One phone call and get you parked like a Uber. South, Midwest, West Coast, they feel me though. Ain't no place like home. I rap Philly though. When I rap Philly though. I rep Philly though. Dirty South Midwest, West Coast, you feel me? Ain't no place like home. I rep Philly though.
We're back on the X Radio here on Glockaware, where you can find us every Thursday night, 6 p.m. We are live on YouTube. Go ahead, search Glockaware and click the live link, baby.
Yeah. Yep.
Listen, we are in studio with DJ Too Tough. He's on the other side right now, but you know what? That was some Bruno Brown and some. Oh, come on,
That's
man.
not
Turn.
me. That's not
Yeah,
me.
there we go.
That's not me.
Okay.
Don't say it was the chick with the braids. Braid.
It was Rose with the song. Listen. Yeah, Son of the 215. He used a little sample of this part of town. You hear it?
Yeah. You heard that?
Right. Yeah, that's why it was a Freudian thing, you know, a subliminal message. Like, come on, man, I know you just out there bullshitting. That's what I said in here. I know you out there bullshitting. You gotta, you gotta keep him in the. You gotta keep doing one of these. It's like the tire with the two sticks with Too Tough. keep him. He'll keep rolling, but you gotta steer him, man.
Yeah.
Man, you know what's funny? We actually did a segment with EA on the origins of hip hop, and my sis here.
You know, I was excited today.
She relayed a story. You might as well, tell a little piece of the situation since we got the history here.
Yeah, so back in the day when I wasn't allowed outside, right? So I used to sneak out and listen to Tough Crew. And my brother was a dancer in MC Mechanism. That's my origins of hip hop. See, yeah. It come back full circle, right, bro? I don't look familiar because I look different. Huh? No, it was my brother is LB Pound Leonard, and MC Mechanism Rashid. Yeah, that's my little brother.
See, like,
I just look different. It's me.
It's me.
It's me. I'm the big sister.
That's me.
I'm the big sister.
Yeah,
I used to sneak out and listen to you guys and come to the shows and stuff. My mom's block was Marvine Street in Erie, where they used to practice their little dance moves. Yeah, 3500 block of Marvine Street.
Yo, if you don't come get your mic, you're supposed to be on the show. Like, you bullshitting, dog.
Get in here.
I'm going in the middle, right?
Yes, please.
There you go.
She said mechanism.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
You started off.
You know, this isn't your
I took it
first
way
time on
back.
the situation, so
Right.
get yourself comfortable and let's get into
let's do
it.
I thought we was coming here to talk about mental health.
We are, but I mean,
She wanted me to insert my
insert
No, it's
here,
good.
insert cognac here, insert
yeah.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Mechanism was my first MC. Before I got with Tough Crew, we had a little Dr. Rhythm drum machine. We used to run down the Sound of Market 2. Ty 1 was working there.
Yep.
And we used to run down there and let him hear our demos, me and Mechanism. I wasn't the DJ for Tough Crew yet, but they used to practice right across the street.
Yep.
And I used to look through the gate.
You was like the sad kid.
We all
No,
looked through
I
that
wasn't
gate.
sad. I was hyped because I was like, I want to do what them niggas is doing.
Yeah.
I was looking through the gate. They had their little leather jackets
They
with
sure
the
did. Yes,
with the
they
Run
did.
DMC with the
Yeah.
feather.
Yeah.
And that's ice in them, you know what I mean? But they was like, I wasn't sure I was black enough to walk in that park.
Right.
So I had
You gotta feel
Yeah.
it out first. Like,
Right.
are we cool?
I had to go through the training camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get your street feet and shit.
But,
right.
yeah, Mechanism was like my best friend growing up. We used to run ball. He used to have a cast on his leg.
Yeah.
He had something wrong with his knee, so he had
Yeah.
to keep his knee straight. But he used to shoot the jump shot with his knee straight. So we used to run ball at the rookie camp, 4th and Thompson.
Yeah.
Mac lived at 6th and Thompson. We ran ball at 6th and Master. We wrote the Tough Crew albums on them park benches. At 6th and Master. R.W. Brown, my man Yo-Yo that taught me how to cut. He was the lifeguard at the swimming pool right
Yeah,
there
he
at
was.
6th and Jefferson. I grew up around there. So that was a good way to start the show. You brought me right in and made me
There
feel
we
comfortable.
go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, see?
I remember it all. I was there peeking and doing stuff. I ain't had no
She was
business.
on the other end of the gate.
She said she snuck out.
Yeah, listen, I'm my brother's biggest fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest. I'm the only girl. So, I followed the things that he did. So I was definitely riding his coattail.
Nice.
Shout out to my brother, Lil Brinkley.
Little Brinkley.
Lil
Salute.
Brinkley. And MC
Salute.
Mechanism. I miss you, my guy.
Man, tell Mac I miss him too. Hey,
Yeah,
Mac, what's
me and
up?
my mom was talking about him last night because I told her like my mom is down with everything. But I just told her that. I was telling her, I said, oh yeah, mom, everybody comes visit you. You tell me where he is. Let's do that, mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So DJ Too Tough.
It's history here.
We want to. I mean, you actually came to me, man.
I came to you.
Yeah. You said, "Hey, what's up? Let me be on the show again."
I did. I like to stay as busy as possible.
Yeah, that's a
welcome,
good thing,
welcome.
and especially you wanted to talk about growth and life lessons and different things that we go through. We have a lot of emotional traumas that we have to heal.
Right.
You have to get to a point of recognition and acceptance before you can do anything about it.
Yep.
And I mean, we've all been rocking out with our shit since birth.
Yeah.
So it's at
process.
what time are you gonna fix it? It's never too late as long as you're alive.
Mm-hmm.
So again, life throws shit at you, and we make choices. We make good choices. We make bad choices, and some of that shit came with the DJing.
Hey. Yep.
My mom used to say she ain't like me being in the music.
The scene can get crazy if you don't have that
Yeah.
that strength.
She told me the music ain't never do nothing but get me locked up and addicted to drugs. That was a mother's point of view.
I mean,
Yeah.
but was she wrong?
And because early on, I graduated from St. Joe's Prep in '86. That summer, we ain't never go to sleep.
Right.
For them 3 months, no, I'm seriously, we didn't go to sleep because we had a lot of cocaine. My man had jumped over a fence in XYZ. We're going to talk about it on Instagram or some past the statute of limitation shit.
Yeah.
But I had a scholarship to USC. I could have went to California, or I stayed here and had a partial scholarship to Temple, where I kind of like ruined my life. Because Temple was only 6 blocks away from where I
Right.
grew up
Local.
at,
Yeah,
so
it
I
was
can
so
run
low.
into everybody getting high along the way. I
Right.
know every corner on the way there.
Right. Too many distractions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was the question?
It was just more of a like, music led you down a path of
Oh, yeah,
temptation,
my mom
and
saying.
you
Yeah.
chose the temptation.
I chose to stay in Philly and go to Temple to remain DJ for Tough Crew. It wasn't like I was going to go to live on campus out Cali and be the DJ. I was hell bent on that. I got hell bent on being some type of I just wanted to be the DJ for Tough Crew. I didn't have no plans to be no famous DJ across the world. I just know that them boys over there, they was doing all the new shit like break dancing on linoleum.
With the moving and
I was
shaking
like,
of
they
the
were
time.
carrying their
they
linoleum
were.
down the street. We ain't
Yeah.
So years later, now we step into the new age, and motherfuckers be grinding up the young boys because they got tight jeans and big sneaks and the Yeezys, and some niggas like to wear pantyhose, and we're gonna lead them. Everybody's gonna have their own opinion on what to
Right.
judge another person on how it used to be back in the day. We ain't
Right.
never had no gay shit going on, but Grandmaster Flash and them had the tights on with the fur boots
yeah.
and the feather jaw wrapped
There was
around.
a lot of different
so-
controversial
stuff,
shit.
yeah.
It just wasn't
Yeah.
mainstream.
It's a style though, but as far as the young boys that's out there now, they setting a trend just like we set a trend.
Yeah,
It gets carried on to the next to the next generation.
for
Right.
sure. There's always
Right.
going to be, something
And
new next,
that's
or
how
or a
hip-hop-
recycle of something.
Right.
But that's how hip hop continues. That's how it lives on. You know what I mean?
The big controversy about hip hop now is like it's compared to the beginning of hip hop and the evolution of hip hop, and it keeps changing, but yet it remains the same in certain
Right.
ways.
Yes.
There's still that rebel energy to it of being
Yeah.
different and trend setting.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, regardless of, it's a black art form, so it was aggressive, and it was feared initially. Like now, the hip hop is embraced to be put
But it
into
was
commercials and
portrayed
stuff
differently,
like that.
though.
They were still scared of it when it first came along. I didn't notice anybody being scared of Sugar Hill Gang
No.
or Funky 4+1 More
No.
or the Fat Boys. But when I was the only white boy that was in the Fresh Fest, and I was probably like maybe was 3 of us in that joint.
Yeah.
I was a little bit intimidated in that joint because I didn't know how to act. That it was big. It was at the Civic Center in Philly. That
Yeah.
joint was packed.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck did I get
Like,
myself?
yeah, it
Whoa.
was a lot.
What?
It was a lot
Whoa.
down there.
But yeah,
It was.
I love hip hop like that. You know, I'm gonna venture into Wakanda.
Right.
I got the Wakanda hat. I'm coming in with the gear and everything in the Wakanda. They're like, where the fuck you been?
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was on vacation. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I felt that.
I got a ghetto pass to Wakanda. Lifetime zone.
Yeah.
Lifetime
For
member.
life. Yeah, for life. Right. You're a
Lifetime
lifer.
member.
For life, right? Yeah.
I appreciate y'all having me on here, though.
We appreciate you coming.
Absolutely, anytime, it's always a pleasure. You never know what you're gonna get. Too Tough is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Ask me a hard question.
We don't really have.
Ask me a difficult question.
We said a different-
What was your big revelation to get you to turn to sobriety? Bam.
I'm still waiting for my big revelation was my girl's mom was sick, and I didn't want to be unavailable, you know.
Oh,
And
major.
that's
Okay.
I ran from enough things, you know, to that point in life. I was running from myself, but really what I was running from was the fear of being found out. I don't want you to know shit that I'm doing when I'm not in my Too Tough costume. I don't want to,
Yeah.
A
you
lot
know,
of people do that.
And if I
was
happen
about
to be-
say, yeah. Right.
not, you know, hey, I'll converse with you, but
But that's how it
What-
was back then, though.
one thing that I learned about it is, you know, when you're in a state of mind where you're trying to rely on something that's going to constantly let you down, that you're paying money for, you gotta, after it's over, you gotta be careful of the war story jokes, the jokes where you
Yeah.
kind of make yourself the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
So you can get the still feeling of the approval because they
Right.
laughing, but you kind of putting yourself on a cross,
Yeah.
hanging yourself
Yeah,
in front of your
yeah.
friends just because you know some people don't mind the attention that they're going to get, whether it's crazy attention because you acting the fuck a fool, like
Right.
when I walked boy out across the street and dropped all the turntables, whoever was here, but we was definitely ready to bang it out in the street
Whoa.
across the street,
Yeah.
and that's my man, you know. But displaying crazy energy like that is, you know, it takes a while. And I'm not saying that I don't still smoke weed, or like I can drink a beer. I'm not an alcoholic, but you know, trying to things that I had asked God for a lot of times over the last 30 years, specifically to remove certain things. It never happened.
You weren't
But I
working in harmony with it.
I didn't ever lose faith in God. I just didn't have the connect.
Right.
You know, I wasn't plugged into the source.
Right. It's when those
Source.
two battle.
You know, I was running on my own batteries, and when
Yeah.
my batteries died, I was like, "Hey, fuck it, I just sit
Right.
here."
Yep.
Yeah.
you know.
That's right. That's right.
I would try to find somebody else, another human, to recharge my batteries, whether that was through drugs, money, sex.
That's the numbing.
adulation,
That's the
That's
numbing.
right.
You're
approval,
numbing
you
and
know.
you're trying to seek that happiness and joy through other activities other than self.
Right.
It takes a while though. Like if you young,
Takes a long while.
it doesn't have to though. If
No,
you-
it doesn't. But it takes discipline. It takes courage. It takes strength. And if you've been in a habit for multiple years,
Right.
you know, it takes a lot of time and effort to really master that.
Yeah.
Sure, you can get over it. How many days you been sober now?
490.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's
That takes a lot of
It's a
discipline
process. Yeah.
and effort and like I said, strength. Like, you know, and a lot of people like think of it as a diet, right? People go on a diet
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, oh man, I ate that candy bar. Now I fucked up my whole diet and I'm just screw it. Like I'm not on the
Right.
diet no more.
You either get discouraged or you get the efforts.
Right. Right.
But it's a little bit more dangerous with the drugs that's out there now.
Right.
Without
Yeah.
mentioning anything
Yeah.
specific, because
Yeah.
we all got our twists that nobody ain't supposed to know about.
Right.
That's right. Right.
Right.
But by coming on here and talking about it, it kind of frees me from some demons that maybe I could put out a message that'll help somebody else. You know what I mean?
thanks for
Because
the
if they see me say
transparency.
this boy
Mm-hmm.
saying wild shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they can relate to it. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of the X Radio.
Right.
I really try to reach people through different avenues and just by being relatable because
Right.
it's that seed that you plant
Mm-hmm.
that will grow within somebody, you
Right.
know, to spark that change.
Somebody needed to hear this.
I remember being down the way. You know, a lot of stuff that went on was drug related with me in the beginning of even starting with Tough Crew. Um, the money that was supplied to it came from a certain source or whatever that we already knew what it was.
Right.
So that was the introduction to the glamorizing the drug life. Eric B and Rakim had the gold chains on Paid in Full album. Shit was, you know what I mean? Like cocaine was basically like the top drug everywhere. I'm talking like 86 all the way up to 96. I was always I was kidnapped between 95 and 2001, really up to 99. I worked for this boy named Dino, and he was real abusive type boy. Mechanism. I used to be with Mac. He used to own Dutch Gardens. Yeah. So he died recently about 2 years ago. And rest in peace, Dino. Yeah. He owned Dutch Gardens on 5th and Luzerne. He was I used to draw on him because when we would be, I was like secondhand man in his in whatever kind of brand new fucking truck he had. Right. I do all the dirty work. He sent me to go do dumb shit. But they'd be like, "Yo, Too Tough, what's up?" They look over to see to him. You know what I mean? I'm over there. He ain't like that shit. So he went and took $90,000 and made his own motherfucking studio. So, put his face on the rug, put the rug on the floor, put a mural of himself on that motherfucker. He like, fuck Too Tough. I'll make my own shit.
God image.
That lasted for about 6 months. And he sold that, and then I took that money to Cali on a plane. Right. But my life has been everything that I do it all over again. The same way. Hey, maybe a couple decisions I might change.
Come on, man.
You know how many bullets I just barely got by, and how many Johns just missed me. That shit is electrifying. I'm not saying I'm cheating death. I'm just saying I'm here for a purpose, and I didn't recognize that it was a purpose. Right. And I still don't know what the exact purpose is. I just know that life is a lot better today than it was 491 days ago.
For sure.
So,
yeah, definitely.
We just live in the 24.
Yeah.
Last thing that I'm going to address, I'll let y'all get a word in edgewise.
Address whatever you want. Go ahead.
You got the mic.
I love Beanie Siegel, type motherfucker, Styles P, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, OT the Real, West Side Gun. I like gangster shit. And it's addicted to the lifestyle now. It's not no more drug that I got to worry about that I'm going regret using it, hide from the fucking world while I'm doing it. Right. Fuck up money while I'm supposed to be having fun with it. Now it's like irritation, irritable, anger, discontent. It's like I go right into the song, you know what I mean, depending on what I'm doing. Okay. And I don't always be handing out flowers to helping old ladies cross the street and shit like that. I do it occasionally, but I don't always do that. So when I get in my
I'm not always a gentleman.
No, I'm not always doing legal shit. That's what I'm saying.
That's
so now without telling on myself.
Right.
But these is the songs that carry me through my day. You know what I mean? Like, but it's a fine line between calling a motherfucker a fiend and your man might be fucked up on perk 30s, or saying you out here whatever. Yeah. I put my smokers on that, and somebody pop that you care about might have died of a heart attack because they were smoking crack in the trap house. A lot of shit comes with it, and we glorify the drug selling part, and we glorify the getting high part. But now we finding out that a lot of people that we love is checking out off that shit, like unexpectedly. Right. And shout out to everybody out there that might have lost somebody, to the fucking opiate addiction, because they putting fentanyl and shit inside the perk 30s, and hey, they shout out to everybody.
They're messing up some weed out here too.
Yeah, they definitely.
But that's a serious matter though, because they asleep down. They ain't asleep. But they dipped out in the cardboard box on motherfucking Walgreens on Allegheny and Kensington and Allegheny. So that's some serious shit. You know what I mean? You would rather, you got to look at the perspective. It looks like a long way to get out that cardboard box. Fuck it, I just get another bag. Yeah. I can get out the cardboard box tomorrow. Because right now,
keep putting that up. I need that.
Yeah, right now.
I need that. Right now, I need that. Yeah. And I need to get rid of this feeling that I'm feeling. because I can't deal with the feeling. You need
Right.
to feel to heal, and who the fuck wants to feel half the shit that they go through? Like none of
Right.
us. That's why we look
That's
for
why we-
escapism
yeah.
in, like you
this
said,
shit-
sex, food, music,
Right.
bad habits, drinking, alcohol, all that shit. You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
we feed our feelings in some way to
Right.
try to escape.
Even today, with a little clean time under my belt, I still find myself putting shit in me. I'm looking at what is the next thing that I'm gonna put in me: CBD gummy, cup of coffee. Well, food. You know, we gotta have food, water.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
food and water, obviously. But I really do question myself while I'm walking around because a
What's
cigarette.
next?
There you go, a cigarette.
Right.
I'm, me and my girl, we try stop smoking cigarettes, but it's more vicious than that. Like nobody ain't, we ain't got no health problems or nothing like that, but they just not enjoyable no more.
Right.
That shit tastes nasty.
It doesn't
and
even taste good,
It don't
right?
taste the same.
motherfuckers be bitching when you light it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're killing me with the nudie.
Yeah, I know. I'm killing myself with that motherfucker. Trust me.
Secondhand smoke.
Yeah, that Newport come right with stress. Anytime my son, shout out baby Jordan, my young boy, he's 6 now.
Baby
Aw,
Jordan,
Jordan
6.
He a Minecraft expert at buying shit that go right to your credit card.
Yeah, like
you ain't gotta have no
Expert.
commission. on it.
Expert. Damn, how big was the bill?
It wasn't that bad. He cool with it, but he a Roblox boy too. He don't move off of that joint. But it's a couple people that he watches on YouTube. One of them is a white dude named Unspeakable. He lives in Houston.
Is that the screamer guy?
Unspeakable Gaming. Yeah, I told you about the screaming
Yeah.
bull. But yeah, things of I see a lot more of my family. It's good. I got too much equipment sitting in my dining room, like a mini studio in that joint. This my man Shuja. He was I did an album with Shuja in 1994. He was part of a group called Straight Business. You see it on his hat.
Yeah.
That him and his man Class B, they from Chester. I met them by putting a flyer out when I had a studio on 7th and Frankfurt Avenue, number 7 West Girard on Frankfurt Avenue.
Yeah.
This after Tough Crew broke up. I did 30 or 40 songs with Mechanism right there at that joint.
Yeah.
Prime Minister
after
Dole.
work.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was a gas.
remember
I was
you.
a gas lady.
Nah, I remember your face.
Everybody thought I was a cop.
I didn't think you was no cop.
I had on a blue uniform.
Yeah.
Check my bros out. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm about to get in the mix.
So he was there. You might have ran into him there and his partner, Class B. So we dropping a vinyl press
Right.
of the Straight Business joint. It's called Original Blunt Music. You don't got the shirt on. I don't got the shirt on. But we got merch and
They got the hats on.
It's going to
They
drop
got the hats
on.
Yeah, about to say. Beat the hat.
Oh, I didn't even know I had
Yeah.
the Straight Business hat. That's right. So yeah, the movement is Straight Business. I guess y'all seen it before we realized we had it on.
Yeah, I'm very observant.
It's a couple
I
companies.
see everything.
Peep everything.
She can tell you if you're wearing drawers or not.
Well,
I wish you was gonna say it. Listen, I'm supposed to be focused on something. I'm always on something. That's just
Always
me.
on something
I'm
else.
always on something else. I saw that when y'all came in.
Insert cognac here.
Yeah.
insert cognac here.
Yes. Yes, I don't miss. It's not too many things I miss.
So you know how we could be able to find Mechanism? You said you ain't seen him in a minute. I'm trying to find him too.
Yeah, I'll have to check in with my brother.
APB,
If I
APB.
release the
Mechanism,
if I
where are
release the
you at?
Mechanism Jones on wax, he'll come out the
Yeah, it
woodwork
come- I'm about to
mysteriously.
say,
Talking
yeah,
about,
it come
can I
out.
get something?
Yep, yep.
That's how you get. That's how you find old artists. Release
Yep,
they
that's
shit.
it, yep.
Right, right. Oh, word.
They're somewhere listening.
And then, and you know what's funny?
That's how I found him.
It's because they go looking for themselves. Like,
Right.
what's out there? What's
And
out
we
here
didn't
on me?
Listen, like we didn't really forget you. Like that was talent. Like we find you.
Shuja, I made an album with him. It's gonna be released on this joint called HHE Records, Hip Hop Enterprise. It's a label out of Belgium. It's a boy that used to be from Philly in a group called Ill Advised and Rashid. The boy's name is Melee Sparks. You could Google him. He got a Philly hit. He one of the classic Philly boys. He moved to the Netherlands or Sweden or some Germany, and he got a following over there, so he's doing real well over there.
A lot of DJs have,
there.
that overseas European crowd is like,
Yeah,
that's the
that's-
hit. That's where the money's at.
He a rhymer. He a rhymer in the sites of like Army of the Pharaohs type, Reef the Lost Causes type, but shout out to Melee because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have none of the wax pressing opportunities available because it's a nice amount of money that they give you just to license your shit for a one-time 350 vinyl press, or they do the CDs and your joint.
What's your favorite color vinyl?
Clear.
Yeah, that's a dope joint.
like
I always
it.
like the blue.
I like
Blue is appealing.
blues and villain.
You
They
like
got
all
some
things blue.
oh, my man got some platinum joints. They make them in gold, like literally,
Word.
real metallic shit. It looks like it's gold.
Wow. That's a neat. That'd be a neat scratch, John.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, just a
Yeah.
showpiece type situation.
So right around 1994, I started going to jail, and my man went to jail shortly after
Diamond
that.
cuts, yeah.
Yeah.
He ended up going to jail for 18 years.
Right.
Job. And he was writing me while he was in jail, and I was able to, give him the album. They had his song on that joint. While he was locked up, I released two of their songs. And I was able to give him the wax, so it was big to me. I posted it on my storyline and all that. My man came home, and I handed him the wax that we made in '94. You know what I mean? It was some emotional shit to me.
But the same.
But what?
Did I call you from jail?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you sent me a bag, a stick-up bag. You was like, when you jam these niggas, put the money in this. It was a pillowcase from jail with some aggressive graffiti on it. And I sent him a copy of the booklet of the album. They had a picture of him in it because it was put out by Traffic Entertainment. And, they did a little fold-out joint. And this boy named Peanut Butter Wolf from Stone's Throw Records out in Cali, he wrote the intro. He wrote the intro for me. I went out to B-Side Studios, seen him DJ for real, and then it was back to my addiction.
Right.
But we here now, That's one of them
Right.
self-humiliating joints.
Right. I mean, here's the thing though. Like when you can openly talk about your bullshit,
Yeah, it's free.
then now
Right.
you're over your bullshit.
It's called freedom.
Or like you're over your bullshit. When they say you can talk about something without crying, that's when you've really healed from it.
Yeah.
It doesn't trigger you anymore, and all those things. And part of healing is that therapy. You have to, and there's multiple ways to do that. There's the puff and paint. There's the just being creative in some way. Musicians scratching. You're DJing.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
You also have a YouTube situation now. Tell us about that.
Yeah, my boy Immortal Films, David Morales on Facebook. We did 3 episodes, but out of those 3 episodes, we were able to do another 7 like little
Nice.
mini clips,
Right.
and the clips don't contain any of the footage that's on the regular episode. So it's really like 10 mini episodes. It's called Tough Talk. We did 1, 2, and 3 with some various like I said, little clips of me. I was on People's Court, so we used the background. Burn, burn, burn.
That's hot.
I was on People's Court about
What
2013.
what judge you have?
I had the chick, Milan.
Okay. Oh yeah.
the
And way
loud
after the
mouth.
WAP.
She told me there's a special place in hell for me.
Oh
That's
shit!
she
What
told
was
me.
your case about, bro?
So boy let me hold his drum machine, and I kept it. And he was popping flies, so he
Had a
ain't
little
get it back.
incident,
And then he
right.
came with the police. But I had the drum machine the whole time. It's actually my man, this boy named Dante. But the dialogue, the audio from the fucking People's Court is fucking priceless, bro.
I need to find that
They,
episode.
they made me take off my Raiders hat. They took my Raiders jersey. They said they had Mitchell and Ness. They stripped me down to white boy status, put me in a motherfucking green flannel long sleeve shirt. I was out there like,
Yo, what is it about the? Listen, when I was a young bull, my prized possession was my Raiders, getting my Raiders jacket, my
stripped-
starters
Yeah,
jacket. It was
yeah.
I had the zip up one too. I didn't have
I had
the
the button.
polo. I had the zip up John.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something. What
Had
is
the
that a
cap.
white thing? I'm just figuring out. Is that a white? Oh, the
No,
white
no,
thing.
I
what,
had
the
that
Raider
too.
shit? No, that's not a white thing. That's a very black thing.
It's not a white thing.
How'd we get here, man?
100 miles of running.
Right. Nah, I had that too.
They ask me all the time. You'd be
Why
like,
don't we like other teams?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
This is black. This is
It's
how
black
you-
and white, right?
Hey,
It's
Right.
appealing. It goes with every. You can up, down, whatever, right?
this is fuck the police. This is the
I know.
the dark side of the force. you know,
Yeah.
Darth Vader. You see my Jazzy Jeff, John?
Yeah, I saw it.
That was dope, right?
I saw it.
So my man
It was
Immortal
goofy
X,
there.
he directs them. He shoots the footage himself. I pick a location. We usually have a storyline pre-planned that when I get there, we don't do none of that fucking storyline. You know what I mean? I go on some
Right out
fucking
the window.
tangents.
He's like, I'm on a whole nother page when I get there.
Last second switch, change the plan.
That's why I said
know
you
what I mean?
never know what you're gonna get with this guy.
That's why
You never
motherfuckers be
know.
like this. Last second change of plan. All right.
Never know.
I hope he knows what he's doing.
Overwork out in the end.
Right. It always seems to. How many of those situations you got? You got a couple.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're funny.
We were supposed to be in Amsterdam for the first time. Walked it through. It'd been like a 10-year negotiating, adventure for me with just people from overseas. With the WhatsApp, it made it a lot easier. You know what I mean? So we booked it. It was Tough Crew, Busy B, Davey DMX, Curtis Mantronics, who is Mantronics, Just Ice, DJ Cash Money, and I think it was somebody else. I don't remember who. Like they paid the deposit. They was more than willing to get the passports for us and stuff like that because I didn't have my passport in the beginning of the pandemic. A couple weeks before it went down for good and the whole world shut down, they was extra excited about buying me passports and booking the show. So they sent the contracts. I didn't sign the contracts. There's a couple things I needed to take care of. One was because Tone needed to get treatment when we get over there. So if we go over there for 4 days, dialysis treatments.
You have to set that up ahead of time.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do that, so I
Yeah.
wasn't willing to take my man over there and have any kind of
Right,
anything happen at all.
situation. Right.
Yeah. So it was postponed this year as well. So it was like a WhatsApp group text with all these with all legends on there. I'm looking at that joint like, is he B? Really?
Said I'm in
Davey
this shit.
DMX?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really do want to go over there. So I seen like a joint that said, "What's your goals what are your DJ goals for when the world opens back up?" You know what I mean? Like I'm trying
Tour
to get,
the world.
yeah, I'm trying to get to at least
Go
Europe.
everywhere.
I'm
I
trying to
get
get to the Netherlands, the UK. Shout out my man Brent Suleiman, Danger Zone merchandise. We got the new the North Side hoodies. I ain't wear one, but they've been selling really well. We got an unlimited supply, so you're not gonna see it say these are now sold out. You know what I mean? We
So
press
never,
one up
ever,
right in the
ever,
back room
bam.
for you. Bam. It got Danger Zone on the sleeve right
custom
here.
colors? Can they special order customs?
Too. We do black and white.
Okay.
That's it. I got a gray one though. We got a gray one in the cut.
About to say, here you go.
We should give one away. We could do some promo joint where I give one away. I
Yeah.
got one to give away.
Definitely do that. Definitely do that.
Yeah.
So what man, I don't even know which direction to go at this point.
Yeah, me either. I'm kind of just, yeah.
Right. Right. It's one of those moments. It's one of those moments.
Just suck it all in.
What at your point in recovery right now, do you feel secure in your future? Are you you feel like you've conquered a point? Because they say a lot of people, once you become an addict of anything, it's hard to really change. It becomes a lifestyle. You have to change your lifestyle for it to really take effect.
Right.
Do you feel like you're confident in your path at this point?
I mean,
Or is every day still kind of like a toss-up?
every day is not a challenge for me not to use something that didn't work anymore. It was eye-opening
Yes.
when I could. This is the best. This is the most important part about it. Realization. When you could just step away from yourself. I don't know how I was even able to, just with the suggestions of a couple other people. Somebody who, I didn't really have anything to do with me getting clean. I just gave it. I just surrendered.
Yeah.
And, it sounds easy for me to say that to you. I just surrendered. Motherfucker be like, what the fuck you mean you just surrendered? But,
Right.
I mean,
You had that serious talk with yourself where you're like, shit, man, this is
This is
nothing but
enough.
trouble. What
Right.
the fuck?
it
I'm
was too
tired of
many
it.
domestic violence cases going on
That's what I'm
in
saying.
my crib. It wasn't even no
Everything.
cases. It was just all out wars. Like,
Right.
Yeah, like,
addiction.
I'm tired of this shit, man.
Addiction
You got
destroys.
tired of yourself.
Well, I seen a lot of shit in my life, which is not an excuse for anything.
Right.
But getting high is not an option at this point. It's not like I gotta consciously. It's been removed. When you give something to God and you really believe that you really believe that you gave it to Him, and I guess it takes a little bit of some kind of proof to us as humans that God does exist in order for you to even have faith enough to say, I'm going to give it to you and you're going to take it away. But I don't have a flashing moment where it went off and I fell off the horse and then my name was Paul, not Saul. I don't have one of those moments, you know what I mean?
Right.
But everybody's happy, including myself. You know what I mean? Like it's like putting down a big ass bag full of heavy ass stones.
It's like, you know, listen.
Yeah,
I
that's
always
on
say
around,
like
you know?
the pebbles are light that we pick up along the way, right? But you keep putting them motherfuckers in the bag, they get heavy. So when that bag gets so heavy and you can't carry it anymore, you're dragging it, the hole opens, they bust open now, and now where are you at? You got to make a decision. What am I going to do now? Am I going to pick up these friggin' stones and keep on going, or I'm going to surrender, as you say? Am I going to surrender and move forward?
Picking up the stones is going back and polishing up the smudge that you left on somebody's shine.
Right.
They call it
like you
amends,
put it that way.
making amends. You know what I mean? But those are the things that free you because you don't walk around with the resentments anymore. Because if I hate the shit out of a motherfucker enough, I'm going to hate him enough for me to go get high. Because if I can't find him to fuck him up, I might fuck a third party. See,
somebody's going to get it.
Yeah, but guess who really going to get it?
You.
Only me.
That's right.
You know? Give yourself a break. You know,
That's right.
I never knew how to give myself a break. I was on the block. You know, give myself a break. But hey, some of us didn't make it off the block.
That's right.
Some of us made it off the block and went to the crib and then died in the crib.
Right.
Hey, you know, shout out to everybody, man. We all lost somebody. I went recently to A in Huntington where
Kim Downchester lost her baby girl.
Oh, we started to hear
16
that, bro.
in a high-speed chase.
Wow.
We was
Arguing with me. Yo, she chose to get in there. She knew what to do with that.
rest in peace. We sorry to hear that. I was at A in Huntington. My man, we're gonna skip that story. I went down there and took some pictures at a location that freed me from. No, I just don't want to get too detailed with it. Something was haunting me, and I seen my man get killed, and he got killed at A in Huntington. So I found myself several times going back to that spot where I seen him.
Right.
You know, is that like survivor's remorse? I mean, I go there and pray, but recently I went there with my man for the tough talk shit and sat in the same spot that I sat when the cops came, and my man was still laying right there dead. You know, like you see somebody in a fucking puddle of black blood, like that's some shocking ass shit.
That's an emotional trauma.
That's part of the allure of getting into high-speed chases, car crashes, hitting the face with baseball bats, shot in the leg, stabbed with razors, locked the fuck up, beat the fuck up, beating niggas the fuck up. I love all that shit, and I never knew nothing different than all of that.
Right.
Not my friends. I'm not a berserk boy. I'm not, but hey, if it's
But that's another form of getting high.
Right.
It's an adrenaline high from those types of activities
That
and
risk
things,
taking.
that risk, and then to actually do it into it's a whole crazy rush.
Right.
And then half the time y'all motherfuckers high while you're doing it, so it's a double high.
Yep.
I was fortunate enough not to get locked up on no high shit. I got locked up for
That's
a lot
extra,
of shit,
extra,
but
extra
not like
trouble.
my man. I was in a jail cell with my man. He was fucked up on Xannies. He had a vehicular homicide and don't even remember what happened. He don't even know he about to go
Blacked
up.
out.
You know?
I heard a couple stories like that. People fight the police, all this kind of stuff, and they're just blacked out on the.
He
on
really
the
don't
pills.
know what happened. You know what I mean? He's gonna spend the rest of his life. You know.
He's gonna be struggling to figure out. That's gonna always be in the back of his
Some
mind.
sort, subconscious haunting type situation.
It is.
But man,
Definitely
that shit's crazy.
There's a lot of people booked right now. They've been booked through the whole pandemic. My girl brother's in jail. He's been in jail for a pretty, very, very long time, like more than 25 years for a bank robbery and when he was 17. But, they walking around in jail with masks on too. So that must be even fucking more scary. You know what I mean? Like,
They say the conditions in there are obviously they're not favorable to begin with.
Right.
And they said since COVID, it's worse. It's worse.
talk about restricted movement. I'm sure that they ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? And everybody upstate is probably a lot cleaner, but CF and I don't even know if the creek is open anymore. But DC and Pick, them guards ain't doing shit. They like, yo, everybody locking in. You know, come out, get a tray, and go the
Go
fuck
right
back
back.
in.
Yeah.
Right. Go right back.
I did that one. Yeah, that's a dark stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna. We have a few more minutes, but are you aware of the dark night of the soul?
What is that?
It's like at your deepest, darkest moment where you start to have those revelations and want to make change.
No, I've never heard that term, but continue.
I was just gonna say, you know, we touched on that. I feel as though we touched on that moment
Right.
where you did decide, yeah, for you,
There was so many leading up to it,
right?
Right.
but I can't put
Why
my.
do you, in hindsight, being self-aware?
It really was that I wanted to just be available for somebody because I know eventually everybody gotta move on to go to heaven. I'm not trying to have my girl be unavailable for me if I was unavailable for her during the death of somebody that she loves, whether it was an
Right.
addiction
That's
or not.
that's
That
a
shit
hurt,
ain't got shit
that's
to
a
do
hurt
with it.
feeling. That's
You
a
getting
real
high,
hurt
you was
feeling.
getting high, so you wasn't there. Motherfucker ain't rocking with that. I'm not rocking with it. If you did it to me, I'm not rocking with it. So you either gonna end the relationship now. For me, it was end it or get clean.
Yeah. And you have a child, so you know you gotta think about that
That's
too.
why I
Do
said
I
it's
want
a-
to be here for this?
There was a lot of factors.
But do I want to show him? You know. Do
Yeah,
I?
but the Too Tough shit was one of the top 3. You know, I'm not trying to, you know. I hear the rumors. I hear everything.
Yo,
you know?
but and that's part.
could-
That's part.
I could
That's
play
part of
songs.
the journey. That's part of the journey.
Hey, it's good. It's part of the journey.
And now it's like people are gonna talk regardless.
it's flattering
Yeah.
that a motherfucker gonna sit there and pen you.
Regardless, they're gonna talk.
We talked
Good,
about
bad, or
that
indifferent.
before.
But go ahead.
I'm very grateful.
You keeping
to,
me relevant. Thank you.
Yeah.
I keep myself relevant too. They could chime in if they want, but you know me.
Right.
Yeah, man, I'm very grateful to be able to have interacted with major motherfuckers in hip hop from the time I first got into it up until now, and I chase a couple motherfuckers out here, a couple new artists out here that I really follow their shit. One of them is OT the Real. My man be telling me dude, you an OG. You supposed to pull rank on him. I was like, man, that nigga doing numbers. No, but I be riding around listening to old shit. You know what I mean?
Everybody love OG.
Y'all bring O and let him know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? He's got some good shit. Really
he
good
does.
shit.
He
He's laid the groundwork. He's pushing, doing the work, and he continues.
Nah,
to,
he got a
to
great
keep
work-
doing his thing.
Great work ethic.
Yeah, we see you out
Drop
there.
after drop. I talked to the boy that produced for him today, Thurs 215. He got some fire ass beats too. So that's a
Nice.
little team. I bought a survival T-shirt off of him. And Thorough came delivered that joint in my crib. I was like, I got the end now. I'm locked in. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, you in there now.
Nah, I'll fuck with them niggas though. Salute.
Right. That's what's up. Any projects you're working on besides the YouTube situation?
Yeah. I'm on a constant beat making grind. I got Serato Studio, and I'm trying to learn how to work it like as if it was an MPC 2000 or a 60. I made a lot of beats, especially after Tough Crew broke up. I had to make my own joints, so all of them joints was mine on the MPC 60. But I've been remastering old mechanism joints. From 92 to 94, I bought a Tascam 488. It's a cassette. But it has studio
How
tracks.
many discs did you have?
No,
bro?
this one is a cassette, but it got 8 tracks. So it got the vocals separate from the beat, separate from the scratch. So I've been transferring, and I took it to a couple studios. My man Crates, Thorough did one for me. My man Brent did one. Obvious did one. Just remastering. I'm talking about the songs are already done. And he's one of the boys rhyming on it, Class B, Project niggas. A couple of the boys, rest in peace, Izzy. I got like, I don't know, 48 tapes worth of 1992 to 1994 tracks that was never released before. So they give me bread. I remaster them. They give me a
Nice.
deal to print them, and I let them go on wax. But the best thing is, you get the digital rights. Like I keep the digital rights to my own shit because it's only a licensing deal for the 300 copies. But that jump starts me to have to go ahead and go through TuneCore, put it on, put it on YouTube so you could get the digital hits, the digital joint. After they done with that run, or I could run it with somebody else.
Right.
The same songs or different
Right,
songs.
right,
But it's a
right.
lot of fucking work though. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm not like
think
super
so.
engineer boy. I just made the songs. Now I want you to make them sound
Part
like,
of it
you know,
is for the culture, and part of it is for the come up.
Yeah.
well, you got to delegate the authority too.
That's
you know?
right.
If I'm not a good engineer, or I'm not an experienced engineer, let's put it that way. With
If that's not, play your strengths, okay?
what do? You go get one. You go
play,
get the engineer.
play your strengths. I know you're good at that shit,
Stay
and I'm
in your
good at
lane.
this
Yup.
shit.
Right,
Drew,
right.
let's go. Right.
Yup.
Bring it together, make
Right.
it happen.
Well, anyway, it's been a good talk, man.
Yeah, that was good.
I want to thank you for coming on the X Radio again.
I thank you for
Thank
bringing me
you.
on.
Anytime.
Appreciate
You
you.
already know. Just,
Y'all welcome. Y'all
hey, what's up? What's up?
Thank you.
I would like y'all to thank. I like to thank y'all for letting me bring Shuja with me
Yeah, of course,
Mm-hmm.
anytime.
for his interjections that were also welcomed.
My brother. So, in any event, check us out next
us out.
week on the X Radio here on Glockaware. In the meantime, you can go back and watch the replay on YouTube, available 24/7, 365. And make sure you also go ahead and not only search Glockaware and subscribe, but search the RPX and subscribe, because that's where I am collecting all my situationals now. So until next time, make sure you follow us at the RPX on all social media. Go ahead and follow
DJ Too Tough at DJ Too Tough Twitter, Deuce 8000 on Instagram. It's basically Too Tough on everything else. DJ TOOTUFF,
Google him.
all
Yeah.
platforms.
And of course,
Tough Crew.
Cognac 52.
I'm just Cognac 52 now.
Glad
Cognac
you-
52.
I'm glad you
52.
changed
Cognac
that.
52. I
I'm
changed
glad
it.
you changed that.
I'm always Cognac.
Glad
baby.
you
That's not
changed
gonna
that.
change.
In any event, stay tuned. Are you doing a set?
Hey, I don't know.
You don't know.
I
Well,
got a
anyway, he
flash
might,
drive.
do a set, so
I got a
let's see
flash
what's
drive.
up.
Let's
Stay
see.
tuned for 8 o'clock when the Glockaware radio show is on with Toucan Sam and Shabbanez. Until next time.